Hey, everybody, and welcome to King of Shadows 1111. This is Queen of Light 1111 here with a Divine Masculine reading on the 7/7 portal. So, I just recorded a reading for the Queen of Light channel. So, if you guys are watching this, make sure that you watch that reading first because we do have some repeat cards here. So what we're looking at today in this reading is we're looking at where is divine masculine as related to his feminine. So what is he planning? So in the Queen of Light 1111 video that I just did for the 7/7 portal, we did see that he is in an energy of contemplation and planning his next steps. So I wanted to find out what is he planning. So what we have here at the bottom of the deck is we have two number 8s. I'm just noticing that. So we have the God of Awakening as the bottom of the deck, and then we have selfhood about what it is that he's planning. So if you want to book your own personal reading, coaching session, or healing session, go to queenoflight1111.com. And again, I just want to apologize for the background. I am out of the office, but I wanted to show up here and give you guys a quick energy check-in. All right, so let's look at the bottom of the deck for this God of Awakening. So what does this card mean when this card comes up? This card comes up when the collective feminine feels that the masculine does not seem to be awakening. Okay, so this is this energy that based on what is happening in the 3D, there is this outwardly appearance that feels like to feminine that he's not awakening. Now I channeled this card came out in yesterday's Instagram reading. So when this card comes out, this is like a preconceived idea that feminine is holding, that, she feels that awakening should look like her awakening, or the awakening should look like something else or someone else, or, she's got her own idea of what masculine's awakening should look at. So remember, you guys are mirrors, but you could also be mirror opposites of each other, right? Because you're holding a masculine and feminine polarity. So the process is different for the masculine, okay? The way that he's going to heal, the way that he's awakening is going to be different perhaps than the way that you did. So what's important is to respect the awakening process for the masculine. So this here is the energy that is telling us that the masculine is really awakening in a more, active, instinctual way. So when you think about the feminine process for awakening, right, she's more in the moon's energy, right? The moon energy is more receptive, it's intuitive, it's a little bit of a mystery. Maybe she got into divination work, right? So there's a different way that feminine is awakened. Now for masculine, it's very instinctual. It's physical, right? It's about putting action. Remember, the masculine is that sun energy. The sun energy is that yang energy. Feminine energy is the yin. So this awakening is really being facilitated through a different modality, a different type of healing. So what's important for masculine, right, or feminines watching this to know is that masculine is awakening, but he's awakening in his own way, on his own terms. So his bottom of the deck is saying, I'm awakening, but I'm doing it my way. Knight of Swords, Queen of Swords. There's an energy of wanting to come forward. There's an energy of wanting to come forward in truth and wisdom and logic, but he's holding it together. Right now there's boundaries placed. Right now there's a restriction. Right now he's buttoned up his feelings as he plans this next step in his connection with his feminine. So what is it that he's focused on? He's focused on selfhood, number 8. So selfhood is this energy, which is this perfect balance between being independent and being codependent. So here in this energy, it's really about encompassing his own self, right? This is very 9 of Pentacles energy for me. So this is an energy where, he needs to start getting into his own confidence, into his energy of self-worth and self-esteem, and not be codependent in other connections or extremely independent and like claiming this single for life type of energy. Selfhood is about self-acceptance. It's about self-love. It's about self-care. It's about self-actualization. So this is that true energy of being being in your own energy, standing confident, but being balanced, okay? Using your intelligence, using this energy of not going into the shadow side of selfhood. So what is he planning? What is he contemplating as he's in this energy of this perfect balance of selfhood? Is justice. He wants to bring in justice. He wants to bring in balance. He wants to bring in truth and clarity towards this union. And right now there is this energy of worry and fear and anxiety, okay? He is fearing a bit of this love because he does want this connection. He does want this energy of, love and joy and bliss. It's what his heart desires. But there is an energy here where there's a great deal of worry as he's at that crossroads, as he's planning, right? How does he bring in justice? How does he bring in this union? How does he come in for forgiveness? Because he does want to end this mystery. He does want to end the silence. He knows that he's been stubborn. He knows that he's been dealing with, his own inner child issues, and he's been doing it very, very successfully. There is a pause though right now. And so while he's pausing, he's in the energy of the emperor. Okay. He's very much in his power, ready to move on, ready to move forward. And he knows the time is now to take inspired action. But it's interesting to get the inspired action card with the Seven of Pentacles, because when you think about the Seven of Pentacles, it's that gestation period, right? It's where something is growing, the plant is growing, the seed is growing. We're not necessarily ready to pick the fruit yet, or pick the blessing or the reward, because there's this energy of worry. There's an energy of how to come forward and bring balance. We know we want to end the silence. We know that we want to transform from this childish energy. He knows that he has been victorious in doing so, but there's a bit of pause as he sits in this power, as he sits in this leadership energy about how to move things forward and take inspired action. Because what does he want? Four of Wands, Two of Cups. You can't make this up. Union, 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 and then we get that diamond ring at the bottom of the deck. But remember, he's holding this all together. So you don't see it coming. You don't see it coming. Feminines watching this will be like, the dude's not awakening. He's just sitting here. He's not doing anything. He's being stubborn. I can't see anything. But remember, the masculine is not like the feminine. Your outer masculine is not like the outer feminine. You are different. You awaken differently. But you both must be in this energy and the spirit of logic and reason. And he's holding it together right now. He's holding it together, focused on self, but very much planning his next steps towards union. 10 of Cups, 4 of Wands, 2 of Cups, Emperor. He knows his divine feminine is his person, but he does want to transform himself. He does want to end this stubborn and rigid energy. He wants to bring in this union, but there's a great deal of worry. So that's why there's the pause. There's the pause around inspired action. But what he wants is this stability, this union, but he wants it in a place where there is integrity. Where there is this energy of fairness, where you both are balanced enough to hear each other out and work together to solve your problems, to make your dreams real. So look at this is another number 8. So we have an 8 here. We have 2 8s here. 8s are about that infinity, right? 8s are that energy of cycles. My throat chakra is getting a little dry here. I wonder if it's because this is what the communication is, right? This is the communication that needs to happen. The communication right now is being restricted. I think that's probably why my throat chakra is acting up. So we're seeing here, he's awakening, wanting to come forward with the truth, but is holding it together at this time while he decides what happens next. What happens next will happen in the spirit of justice, will happen in the spirit of truth. And in this truth will come this union, will come this love. There will be transformation and an end to silence, an end to stubbornness, an end to rigidity. And the person, the counterpart, the masculine counterpart, will come forward in the emperor energy to move things forward towards this stable union and connection, but all in truth, all in balance, and all in justice. I hope this helped. And I'll be back in the office next week. So if you want to book your own personal reading, coaching session, or healing session, go to queenoflight1111.com. And don't forget, like, subscribe, and share. Have a great day. Bye.